Hey everybody, Andrew here. Welcome back to Living the Northern Life. This is day 5 and we got to get to knocking these brackets off the walls here. And we've got a cool new tool. We've got the Pro Grout Saw here. So we're going to clean up our grout joints and get rid of any other thin set that we have kind of between our tiles. So I'm just going to get to knocking a few off here, and then I'll do the rest off camera. And then we'll start using this grout saw just to see how it works. Well, this should be simple enough. We're going to hit these down, not across, and they should be woohoo, easy enough to come off. All right. No, I got another mess to clean up. Okay, so that little saw thing is working pretty handily. I got lots of it cleaned up, but there are parts in here that I'm still working on. Like I say, we did lots of it off camera here. I'm going to try to record some of this just so you can see kind of what I'm doing. So what I've been doing is I'm trying to get this wet a little bit. I'll go get this tool, give that a couple. So the thin set here is getting wet again, and then we're using a razor blade to kind of knock off the big stuff. And you can see that it's going away pretty good. Take the cloth, and the more the thin set gets wet, the more it's able to rub away really easily. I'll let that soak, put the tool on it. I've been trying to take the tool and twist it in the joint just a little bit and get both sides. And I find that pulling back on it as opposed to sawing is a little bit better, at least for me. So that's all we've been doing. And it seems to be working really well. Just keep in mind that you want to keep the blade inside without scratching it on the side. So that's happened to me here and there. Not too much, but that's what we're doing. This has got one of those red tabs in here that didn't fully snap off, so that's why we're struggling a little bit more in here. It's working out really well. I'm pretty happy with that. I saw one of these things on a reciprocating saw and I thought, wow, that looks amazing, but I think it might just go a little bit too fast, so I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Another tip is if you build from the center, you can line your pipe up with the 1 1/4 inch because it's the exact right size to spin the pipe inside. But if you did like what I did and built off the corner, my hole was not exactly perfect, so I had to ream it out just a little bit to get it to fit. There's no way for me to get my tool in here effectively, so I'm using the tip of the blade and just kind of breaking it out. Now this line is going to be filled with caulking, and this is the same color as the grout, so I don't have to get it perfect because no water should be able to get there, but I want as much grout in this way as I possibly can. All right, we're trying another QEP grout removal tool. This is like a triangle. It's got 3 different sizes on it, 1/16, 1/8, and 3/16, and I've been giving it a try, and so far it's pretty good. It says it's lifelong, so we're gonna try this thing out. One of the last few bad spots I got in here, and again, I'm gonna try this little tool. I'm just trying to get it down so that there's enough grout. You can see that how good it's working. I am using multiple tools here though. I've got this tool, I've got that tool, I've got that guy going, and I've got a straight blade, and sometimes I'm using a flat screwdriver as well. So there's no one tool that does it all. Just got to keep going. The razor blade here is something that I use on an angle just to make sure that I can get down to the tile color over here so that there's no thin set. Because like I was saying earlier, water's your friend to help clean thin set off. But if water can get through the thin set and there's thin set still on these tiles, it can get behind the grout too. So I'm being a little ridiculous and making sure that everything is good, but that's just how I'm doing it. Okay, so after another minute or so of using this tool, you can see that I got the grout down a bunch, but now I'm going to use my razor blade. It's all worn and chipped right now, and I'm just going to try to peel that down if I can. It's more difficult with one hand, that's for sure. The other thing I've been doing is I've been pushing with the blade to try to get some of this off. Again, I'm sorry the camera is so shaky. I'm just holding my camera by hand here. But you can see that I'm able to get down to almost the color. It's starting over here. Just got to work my way back. All right, and with that, finally, after about 30 hours, well, maybe it seems like 30 hours. I think I put 30 hours into cleaning all the thinset off the wall here. I'm finally done. Now I've got to give the walls a rinse with some water. I have to let that dry, so I'm going to call it quits here on this video. I can't believe the amount of time that I spent working on the bottom over here. You know, working on the walls after knocking off the clips. That was a lot of fun. I spent probably about an hour on the walls, and I think I probably spent 20 to 30 hours just, you know, bits here and there working to clean out the thinset off of the small floor tiles. They're 6-sided, which means I've got to make sure that there's 6 sides that are all clean and so that the grout can get to it. Like I said a minute ago, water's your friend when you're cleaning it up because it loosens up the thinset, and you can, you know, use your sponge to wipe it off and use a scraper, get rid of it. That's easy. But water is not your friend when the grout is in and the water can get too thinset, because eventually it'll loosen up that thinset just like you were doing when you cleaned it off, and it could ruin all your tiles underneath. So that's not a good thing. So I needed to spend that kind of time to clean out the extra thinset for those little 6-sided floor tiles. I like them. They're really nice, but that was a lot of work. But it's well worth it. Just so you're aware, right, that I spent that much time. I think what happened when I mixed my second batch of thinset for the base is that it was a lot thinner than what I wanted it to be, but I was under a time crunch, or what I felt was like a time crunch, and so I had to get it in, or felt like I had to get it in, and so I kind of rushed myself. But thinset doesn't set that fast. You've got a lot of time that you can work with it. Because it was so thin, I think what happened was that I think it maybe got pushed down, or the weight of it, you know, pushed up extra thinset that I needed to clean off. And so it took me a really long time, but it is what it is, and it's done now. All right, guys, if you have any questions or comments, leave those down below. We are an Amazon affiliate. I'll put some Amazon links to the faucet set that we bought from Amazon. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button to follow along. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it sure means the world to us. And until the next one, keep living the Northern Life. Thanks for watching Living the Northern Life. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and our website. Remember to click subscribe, click that bell notification, and give us a thumbs up for the videos you like.